Yo, what's good, man? Welcome back to another reaction video. And today we got why so many guys think they're ugly. So we finna figure out why y'all think y'all so ugly, bro. Honestly, why do y'all think y'all so ugly? But nah, real talk, real talk. I know a lot of people struggle with self-confidence and all that. And I kind of do want to figure out. So I don't know if this a troll video or not, but that's why we reacted to it. We finna see. Before we get started, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. And let's see why y'all think y'all so damn ugly, man.
Let's
Let's go,
be
chat.
honest about something most people are too scared to say out loud. Looks matter a lot. Not in a
Facts.
shallow Instagram model way, but in a very real everyday life way. Your looks
Facts.
affect how people treat you, how confident you feel, the opportunities you get, the first impressions you make, everything.
Facts.
And it feels like
Looks are very, very important. A lot of people like to make it seem like it's not, but in the grand scheme of things, looks are very important. Think about it like this: whenever you, whenever you're going in for a job interview, what's the first thing people judge you off? Looks. Not necessarily how good you look like facial wise, but looks. You know what I'm saying? Looks.
Gen Z men are experiencing this more than ever, and instead of pretending that it's what's on the inside that counts, they grew up online watching how much appearance changes the way the world reacts to you. They saw guys blowing up on TikTok just because they looked good, they saw dating apps where the entire game is looks-based, and they saw the difference between being invisible and being noticed. So it makes sense that looks maxing became this massive topic. At first, it was very simple. Basic hygiene, actually getting a decent haircut, drinking water, cleaning up your skin, getting in shape. Just let
For sure, those like the basics. Those are the basics that they tell you. You know, get a good skincare. You know, keep your hair cut. Do all of this. They tell you drink a lot of water. You know, little stuff like that. But man, bro, it gets crazy, man. When people have money, the way that they can change, not necessarily how they look, but they can get the best skincare routines, the best doctors, the best water, the best food to eat, like all of that, man. The best diets.
bare
So
minimum to presentable. But as more Gen Z men hit adulthood and realized how much looks impact their social life, dating life, and even career confidence, this conversation got bigger, more detailed, more intense. What
dang,
started
my boy
as
sticking somebody
this
up. What do you got
conversation
going on
got
over
bigger,
here?
more detailed, more intense. What started as improve yourself a little bit slowly evolved into full-on culture. People comparing routines, sharing transformation pics, studying face structure, optimizing diet, skincare, body fat, posture, all of it. It moved from a side topic to an actual community, an identity, and for some people, almost a lifestyle. But now that looks maxing is so mainstream, the
Looks maxing.
conversation
I've
has
never heard of
changed.
looks maxing.
It's not just about washing your face anymore. Now people are talking about real, tangible methods that can actually change your appearance in a noticeable way. First, it was about fitness and diet, then skincare routines, then mewing and fat loss, whatever. But now the space has fully exploded into the advanced stuff. You got surgery, fillers, steroids, peptides,
Yeah,
hormone
surgery is crazy, bro. Surgery, steroids is. I don't really know about steroids, man. I feel like, you know, I would personally, I wouldn't take them, but I feel like if you're not competing in like a bodybuilding competition that you know that you can use steroids in, I don't know if you can or not, but if you ain't doing nothing like that, why are we taking steroids, bro? That's just how I feel. Surgery is crazy, though. Surgery is crazy, crazy. Surgery is crazy. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Surgery is obviously surgery isn't crazy if you have like some sort of I don't know, bro. I can't really explain it, but surgery to change that is wild, man. Some people be coming out looking completely different. Like I don't even know who you is no more.
manipulation, cosmetic procedures, real interventions with real results. You know, it went from a casual glow-up trend to an entire ecosystem where guys are willing to use medical treatments, enhancement drugs, and even full-on surgical alterations just to optimize how they look. And honestly, I'm happy
It's
that more
crazy.
people are aware now. I'm just glad the conversation evolved past the old, watered-down advice of just wear cologne or just get a haircut. Because let's be real, that stuff barely moves the needle. It's surface
Facts.
level. It doesn't fix
It
asymmetry.
moves the needle. I was about to say in school maybe, but probably not even in school. I don't even think it moves the needle in school, bro. Like nowadays, you got kids. You know, you be on TikTok and all that. You got kids literally calling each other ugly or they saying, oh, you know, back when I was growing up, I say that like I'm real old, but yeah, back when I was growing up, they if they didn't want you, they let you down in like a nice way. Nowadays, bro, people they just straight up saying, "Oh, or you ugly," or ill. You ask them out, they be like, "Ill." Man, bro, I would not know what to do with that if that ever happens to me. I'd be asking somebody out, they be like, "Ill." I'd be like, "What?"
It doesn't change your face structure, it doesn't lower your body fat, and it doesn't make you a new person. The newer wave of looks maxing, the parts focused on actual biology, diet, orthodontics, that's real improvement. That actually changes how you look in a noticeable way. And I think it's a good thing that guys finally have access to information that actually works. But the problem is in the extremes. Some people took a healthy concept and they've turned this into a competition where they will take the most extreme measures to win. So now you've got teenagers seriously considering procedures they don't need, guys hopping on
Teenagers
steroids
doing
with
it is
zero
crazy.
understanding of the risks, people messing with peptides, filler, jawline work, you know, all chasing this hyper-optimized version of themselves
Bro, that's
without
crazy
thinking
as
about
heck,
long
bro. Look.
jawline work, you know, all chasing this hyper-optimized
That's-
version of themselves without thinking about long-term health. And that's really the whole thesis of this video. You should absolutely improve your looks, but only in ways that don't destroy your health. There's
I
a line
agree.
between self-improvement and self-harm, and a lot of people are starting to blur it. Yes, looks matter. Yes, you can change them, and yes, you should take advantage of things that genuinely make you look better. But
Honestly, I dare think that if you just obviously you grow into yourself as you get older, so you know you might not, let's just say you think you're ugly now, you don't look good now, but obviously as you get older you continue to grow into yourself, you continue to fill out, you know, guys, y'all continue to go to the weight room, get muscles, your hair grows, you get facial, a little bit of facial hair, you start dressing better, and then your energy changes, then your personality gets way better. Like it's a lot that you can really do for normal people. Now I'm not saying like you can do that stuff and get with a celebrity or nothing, but a normal like somebody normal, for sure, bro.
the second you start trading your health, your energy, or your basic ability to function for aesthetics, that's where everything collapses. If you're tanking your hormones...
Shout out the GOAT, man. Shout out the GOAT. Shout out the GOAT, man. He tapped out. A lot of people mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I definitely wish he would have won or lost in a different way. But I understand it. I understand the story. I understand it going out on your back. This a whole different video. I'm
Your
tripping. I'm
sleep
tripping.
schedule, starving yourself into
I'm tripping,
dysfunction,
chat.
or running your body into the ground just to look a little sharper in a mirror selfie. You've crossed the line from self-improvement to self-destruction. And it's not just your physical health, it's your finances too. We've reached a point where people will drop $20,000 on jaw surgery, $30,000 for full facial
It's
redesigns,
crazy.
or even 200 grand on limb lengthening surgery just to gain like 2 inches of height, all while
It's
ignoring
crazy.
the fact that the
He's a
recovery is
dumbass,
brutal,
bro.
the risk is
He
massive,
is a
and the
dumbass.
result is often nowhere near worth it.
Look
We
at
also
his
got
ass.
guys
He's a dumbass, bro. Man, I'm not lying.
hopping on steroids with zero clue what they're doing, taking random peptides they bought online, blasting drugs that permanently alter their hormones because some influencer made it sound low risk. This is where the whole looks maxing stops being about leveling up and starts being about ruining your future for a barely noticeable upgrade. There's a huge difference between improving your looks, which is good, and gambling your life, body, and bank account for aesthetics that won't even matter if you're miserable, broke, or unhealthy. If what I'm talking about sounds familiar, it's probably because you've seen Clavicular. He's basically the poster child of the extreme hardcore side of looks maxing, the side that goes way beyond cologne and haircuts and straight into the full
I literally
lifestyle.
just heard, bro, what is he doing? What the heck? What is he tripping? But I literally just heard of dude like probably like 3 days ago. I really don't know what he does, but y'all know I do kickboxing and all that. Well, I train kickboxing, and I think he was about to fight somebody or something, and that's how I figured out. That's how I found out about him. Other than that, I don't really know too much about dude.
Overhaul territory. And I'm not here to hate on him for the record. I think he's entertaining, he's transparent, and he openly talks about the lengths he's willing to go to for the aesthetic he wants. He's not pretending to be natural, he's not selling fake hope, and he doesn't sugarcoat anything. But let's be real, the stuff he talks about and the lifestyle he presents is not just normal looks maxing. This is the incredibly far end of the spectrum where you're getting into some dangerous territory. He's mentioned things like using drugs to suppress appetite, being on testosterone extremely
That's too
young,
much.
dealing with
Too much, bro. Too much. That's way too much.
Fertility as a result, running like insane god doses of peptides, planning a double jaw surgery for his face, pushing his body and face to extremes for very specific aesthetic goals. And this is no longer the drink water, hit the gym, fix your skin lane anymore. This is the high risk, high cost, high impact body modification side of things. And that's the point. If you're watching Clavicular and thinking that his path is the blueprint for you, I urge you to consider the following. A lot of what he talks about comes with real risks, not internet fear-mongering, actual consequences that you have to live with. Hormonal issues that can follow you for the rest of your life, infertility or long-term reproductive...
All that for a little bit of... Well, let's not say a little bit, because Buddy is, you know, he's famous. Okay, all that for fame and fortune. Is it really worth it, chat? Is it really worth it? You know, we could sit here and be like, nah, it's not really worth it. It's not worth it. But I'm not gonna say y'all, but me personally, I don't get paid $200K a month. You know what I mean? I don't have $1 million in the bank. So I honestly don't know. I don't know if it is worth it or not. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't do it. But is it worth it? Having all those problems? Who's to say if he is going to have problems? You know?
Problems, surgical risks like nerve damage, infection, recovery time, or results that you can't reverse, peptides and compounds with sometimes no or barely any long-term research, massive financial costs that could set you back.
Count that cat. Hey, bro, that video was so funny, dog.
Massive financial costs that could set you back years, and potential addiction for certain
bro, I think that video came out like during COVID, right?
Suppression. This isn't like a haircut where you temporarily look fucked up for a few weeks. This could be potentially life-ruining / changing. And look, if you genuinely understand all of that and you decide you want to do something extreme for your looks, fine, it's your life. You have every right to pursue whatever appearance you want, but you should know exactly what you're signing up for. You should know that you might be giving up health, money, fertility, long-term stability before you chase an aesthetic that might only matter on the internet. I'm not here to tell you not to do anything. I'm saying you should never make massive, irreversible decisions without understanding the full picture. Here's the part that really blows my mind. The people most drawn to the extreme options are usually the ones
Bro, is he doing that to make the cheekbones like red or something? Am I tripping or what? And also, is he in the bathroom? Is this a shower curtain? Probably not, but...
the least. It's rarely the guy who's 5'4", overweight, struggling with acne, and trying to claw his way to average. Half the time, it's the dude who's already genetically blessed, already attractive, already tall, already aesthetic, but he's convinced he's not enough because he's comparing himself to an ultra-filtered standard that doesn't even exist in real life.
Compare. That's the word right there. Compare. That's the word. I compare as well, and I have trouble with comparing as well. Comparing is the big issue, bro. That's the big key, is the comparison between you and somebody else, or that, bro, that it'll kill all your dreams and everything.
He's literally considering limb lengthening surgery to go from 6'2" to 6'6". He's already in the top percentile of height on Earth. You put him in a room of 100 random guys, he's probably one of the tallest 5 people there. But that's what the extreme side of this whole thing does. It rewires your brain.
Why do you need the 6'6", bro? Why do you need it?
Until what would be insane for anyone else feels like, well, I could do better.
If you wanted to be 6'6" to try to hoop, that's different. Why do you need the 6'6"?
Already winning the genetic lottery and still trying to buy more fucking tickets. And that's what scares me about the culture. It's not just insecure kids chasing impossible standards. It's objectively attractive people being convinced they're subpar because they've only ever seen themselves through the lens of comparison. So if you're watching Clavicular or any extreme looks maxing creator and thinking about following in their footsteps, I urge you to really think, like, do you need this? Or are you just stuck in a feedback loop where great suddenly feels like not good enough because you've been staring at your own reflection for too long. Again,
Yeah,
if you understand
chat.
the risks, you want to do something extreme, it's your life, but don't let this distorted self-image push you into interventions that you might not even need or shit you might regret later. Anyway, let me
cap.
know what you guys think about this topic down in the
Chat, no cap, man. Y'all don't need it, bro. Y'all don't need it, man. Just move out of your hometown. Go somewhere different, you know. Like I say, bro, as you get older, you obviously are gonna fill out into yourself, and it's somebody for everybody, man. So if one person don't like how you look, go to the next, I guess, bro. Somebody for everybody. But if y'all enjoyed this video, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't. Let's run this channel up. What today is? Today is the 16th. We're at 79 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 100 by Christmas time, man. I feel like we definitely can. 100 by Christmas time. I appreciate y'all coming in, and I'll see y'all next vid.